Hey there, welcome back to the Service Academy Information Channel, where we discuss all things at Service Academies, how to get a nomination, how to get an appointment, and Service Academy news. And today we are going to discuss Service Academy nomination interviews. And this is going to be the first of 3 parts discussing the actual interview. The interview when you go in and you meet with the interviewers and what to expect and how to behave and some tricks, some hints, and just some advice on it. So let's get into part 1. And part 1 is going to cover the introduction and the formalities during the interview. So if you go in person, what you're going to do is you're going to wait in an area and then they're going to call you in. There might be anywhere from 2 to 5 or even more people to interview you. And the number of people will determine how the interview will go. But let's just start off with the basics, all right? The first impression that people have of you is your grooming, your dress, and your manners. So, for your dress, you should dress as if you're going for a corporate job. You are going for a job that's worth about $250,000 to about $350,000. That's the value of an education from one of the service academies. So just put that in your mind. You're interviewing for a job that pays that much money, and you are also interviewing for a career that will span for the next 9 years. So the 4 years at the academy and 5 years after that. So you want to dress your best, wear your best clothes. Guys, I always suggest wearing a suit if you have it, or if you don't have it, at least wear a sport jacket and a tie. And if you don't have a sport jacket, a dress shirt and a tie and a nice pair of pants and a very clean pair of shoes, not sneakers or athletic shoes, but a very clean pair of shoes always goes a long way. For the ladies, obviously I'm not a lady, so business casual, usually what that means is a very nice, low stated or understated blouse, a dress blouse for wherever that is, a very nice skirt, a very nice pair of shoes, a pair of flats or pair of low heels, or a pair of dress slacks. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, nothing revealing, business-like. That's what you want. So that's your appearance. Grooming. I am not going to tell you to shave or not to shave or to cut your hair or not cut your hair, but you want to be groomed as best as possible. You want your hair combed, you want your nails clean, you want to look clean and present as a clean, well-groomed person. Manners. Be on your best manners. Once again, you are interviewing for a job that pays about $250,000, $300,000, and a career after that. So it's yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, please, thank you, and all those things that go with manners. So that's what you want to do. So that is the first impression, and that is kind of like your introduction. So after the introduction, they will bring you into the interview room. They will tell you where to sit, and the interview will start. But now is the time for you actually to get things rolling. And now is the time for you for your quote-unquote elevator speech. And what you want to do in that elevator speech is you want to say, I am so-and-so. I am looking to go to XYZ Academy. I am currently at Central High School, and I'm graduating in June of next year. And my goal is to go to XYZ Academy. I want to study engineering or whatever you want to study. And upon graduation from the academy, if I'm fortunate enough to get in, I would like to go and do this in the service. So right then and there, you've told them your name, where you go to high school, what your plans are, where you want to go, and what you want to do after. Believe it or not, you covered a couple of points for them already. They usually want to ask you where you want to go, and they will check that off on their sheet or on the computer. And they would have a question later on in what do you want to do after graduation. Believe it or not, after graduation is always a big question. So after graduation, I want to go into the infantry. I want to go into the Space Force. I want to be a surface warfare officer. I want to go in the Merchant Marine. or whatever your goals are, you want to be able to clearly state that. And what that does, it tells them that you have done your homework, and now you have set up the line of questioning with them on where they're going to go with that. So you actually, believe it or not, have started to direct the interview. So have that elevator pitch in your head. It should be no more than a minute. It's very simple. Who you are, where you go to school, what your plans are, and what your plans are after graduation. And not a lot of fluff, but just basically that. So after that, they basically say, okay, we just want to check a couple of things. Okay, so you already told us you want to go to XYZ Academy, and we want to check your SAT or ACT scores. So they're going to say, hey, we have an SAT score here of 700 and 700, or an ACT score of 30, or whatever it is. We're just going to verify that. You want to make sure that they have the highest SAT scores or ACT score, that you're super scored. And if that's true, you say that. And you can throw in, I also plan on taking the SAT again in September, October, or whenever the next SAT is offered, or the ACT. If they don't have your latest scores and you have a copy, now is the time to give it. Say, hey, look, this is my latest score. It's higher in math and verbal, or just verbal or math, or whatever it is. But now's the time to present that. But now is the time that you got to start being careful. They say, well, your SAT score is 700, 700. And do not say, yeah, I know, I wish I could have done better, but I didn't, and whatever. Don't start being negative or pull negative energy to you. Once you start being negative, then that gravitates towards you. And the question is, well, why didn't you do better? Did you not study? Did you not take the test again? All these questions just start swirling around to you, that but or I wish I did. Don't say it. Don't even go there. Also at this point, once the formalities begin, you should have your resume. A simple one-page resume. The resume should have your name, your high school, your scores, your curriculum that you're studying, if it's AP courses or whatever, the sports that you're playing, your extracurricular activities, your community activities, all those things just briefly laid out for them. This way you can hand them that, and just like the elevator pitch, that will guide them. They will not have to go searching through the papers or the computer to say, oh, is this guy a Boy Scout? Was she a Gold Scout? Are they a 4-H? What do they do for the community? You hand it all for them. And believe it or not, the elevator pitch and that single page or 2-page, the most, resume that you give them will guide them towards that. You want to keep on guiding them towards the most positive interview that you can have. So work on that resume. I'm pretty sure I have a video on it. I'll post it here. If not, if I can't find one, I will make one. And I'll post it up here or put it at the end if I have it. So the formalities will move through, and they'll move through all the things. They'll just double check your grades, what curriculum you have, your AP classes, AP honors, if you take any college classes, anything like that. Anything that's unusual will come up now. Basically what they just want to do is just want to get the groundwork, the foundation of who you are to begin the interview. And once the interview starts, which we will discuss in the next video, then when the questioning starts getting a little trickier and how you should handle it. But once again, a couple of things, I'll just restate them here. You want to be well groomed, you want to be polite, you want to be well dressed, you want to have a single or a maximum of a 2-page interview, and you want to have an elevator pitch. And those 5 or 6 things will set up for you a really good interview. Now the next video will come out next, right after this. It will come out. It'll be in the stack after this video. We're going to talk about the body of the interview. And this is when the question actually starts. And I'm going to give you some hints on how to answer those questions and how to make sure that you present yourself in the best way and you don't let them go down a rabbit hole with you on some of the answers that you give. So stick with me here. I will walk you through the interview process. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments down below, let me have them. I'm more than happy to review them and get back to you. And I hope you get what you want. And look out for that next video. Thank you so much. Bye now.